Welcome back to another edition of the Fireside Brew Review. Well, we're just getting into the beginning of the fall here. We got a nice warm day. Of course, we lit a nice fire. Today we're going to be trying this beer from our friends over at GL Heritage Brewing Company. This is the Back Shop Brew. Now I find this beer, when I share this with other people, especially people who aren't familiar with craft beers, they really like this one as their introduction to the craft brew world. So before we taste this beer, I'm going to cook something up here over the fire. We're going to be enjoying that. We're going to be tasting this beer. Let's get started.
It's the Fireside Brew Review. What? The Fireside Brew Review. Good talk.
I don't know what to say right now.
Great.
Obviously.
We'll be starting off by putting our grill grate on. Just like that. Alright, for this cook, we're going to be using a half a bell pepper, half a cooking onion. Then I'm going to start off, I got some beef tallow here in the cast iron pan. Put that over top on there. Alright, now I got some spicy Texas sausages from my local butcher, Medel's Quality Meats. Now this made with ground brisket and chili peppers. It's got a really nice spice to it. I'll just keep these here on the grill. Now we'll take our chopped up onions and our half our bell pepper, add that to the pan. At this point, I'm not trying to cook those sausages right through, just trying to give them a nice sear on the casing. Once we got a good sear started on the casings of the sausage, I'm just going to slice them up into some bite-sized pieces. I'm going to add this to the pan. There we have it, look at that. You mix that all around. Let that cook down a little more. So after a few minutes of this cooking down, the first taste of this goes right in the pan. Put almost half a can in there. Now I'm going to take a can of mushroom soup, open that, add it to the pan. Now we'll just stir in everything together here. So after about 10 minutes of this just simmering away over the fire, I think we're ready to try some. Oh yeah, just look at that. Now we're going to take some of this Maas BBQ hot honey, and we're just going to drizzle that over the top like that. Beautiful. Now, before we get into this tasty snack that we cooked over the fire here, let's try this beer. Again, it's the Backshop Brew from GL Heritage Brewing Company. Now, this can's been open for about 15 minutes now. Still see all those fizzies in the glass. Got a slightly darker tinge to it. Just quenches your thirst. It's got a sweet, almost like a caramely note to it. There's no bitterness to this at all. Wow. For a blonde ale, it's slightly darker, but just so tasty. Like I say, I have people over and they're not familiar with craft beer and they taste this. Just a really nice tasting beer. Well, let's try some of our cook here we did over the fire. Pretty much I'm just taking all kinds of things that I really like, put it in one pan together. Now the sausage is pretty spicy and the hot honey is also pretty spicy. So we'll see how this goes. The consistency of the sausage is very nice. That skin just has some of that bite that I was looking for, that snap. Oh, and those spices are there. I was thinking the spice from the sausage might cook out a little bit, being over the fire like that. That's why I added some of the hot honey on top, because it's very spicy as well. All around, this is pretty flavorful. Wow, that's good. Well, I say we wash that down with some of this delicious beer. Now it's time for the part everybody knows and loves, the Sophie scale. But if you don't know what the Sophie scale is, watch this.
Take a drink and then you think, pick a color, any color. That's the Sophie scale.
Okay, got that? Let's take a drink. Navy blue? Well, I'm going to sit back on this beautiful day, finish drinking this delicious beer. I'm also going to sit back, finish eating this delicious food. If you're near GL Heritage Brewing Company, pick up some Backshop Brew, see what you think. But I encourage everyone, get to your local craft brewery, find yourself a nice blonde ale, take it home in your backyard, find your place, and we'll see you next time on the next Brew Review.